sit in my lawn chair, 'cause my daddy sat in it and it broke, 'cause he weighs more than me. Yeah! Big Daddy sitting in a little bitty lawn chair. Look what happened, whoop, look what happened, whoop, look what happened to Big Daddy sitting in a little lawn chair. Whoop, what happened, whoop, whoop, what happened?
Where was that during the song?
You were holding me back, man. You're like...
Well, I love to sit in my...
Hold on, come on.
I love to sit in my lawn chair because that's
Big
where my...
Daddy sitting in a little lawn chair. Whoop, whoop, what happened? Whoop, whoop, what happened? Big Daddy sitting in a little lawn chair. Whoop, whoop, what happened? Whoop, whoop, what happened?
But why does Mama make us sit in the lawn chair?
Little Mama make me sit in the big lawn chair.
'Cause it broke?
'Cause Big Daddy broke the little lawn chair.
Welcome
That's
to Good
it.
Mythical More.
Little Mama made me sit in the big lawn chair, 'cause Big Daddy broke the big lawn chair, the little lawn chair. Guys,
ever seen
the
somebody-
box turns into the set. Mind's blown, speakers busted. You know how when your speaker busts, it's like, brrrr. That's what your brain's doing because of this. Purchase it. Support Internetainers.
Purchase it. You ever broken a lawn chair?
I have, dude. I have. It's a humbling feeling to be sitting in a lawn chair at a party and that thing breaks.
I have been in a situation where somebody sat in a chair and it completely disintegrated. And what made it ironic is it was my brother-in-law who was sitting in a chair that he had just repaired. And his wife was saying, yeah, he's very handy. And as she said that, the chair exploded and he fell on his butt on the...
I thought that was a rocking chair.
It was a rocking chair.
You said lawn chair.
I said chair.
Oh, cool.
I was going into general chair.
Yep.
Which a rocking chair makes it even better because you gotta lean, you gotta show that a rocking chair can work.
I don't need your rocking chair. That's your listening assignment for today. We're starting to give listening assignments to Good Mythical More. That's George Jones singing, and all of our listening assignments are going to be like songs that are like
country, old country.
Old country. But George Jones, I don't need your rocking chair. I just punched myself in the chest trying to pull my sleeve up.
That's okay.
Give us the underbelly facts about mermans, because that's what I said in the teaser. I said click through to get the underbelly facts on mermans. I don't even know what I was saying.
Well, my underbelly was painted, which was a little awkward. I gotta say, that was the longest makeup job that I've ever experienced. It was just me and a makeup artist.
In the corner of the aquarium.
In a little,
For how long?
in like a research room, and kids could kind of see into it.
Yeah.
I'd say 2.5 hours straight of just body paint, which I never thought would happen to me.
It's like a form of spa, really.
I didn't enjoy it. And you know why?
Why?
Actually, it was 2 people. I had to stand up the entire time. I really wanted to sit, and I stood there for 2.5 hours because they were like, we get better angles if you stand up. And I was like, okay. Oh, and you know what? I listened to a book on tape.
You had a Walkman?
No, I had an iPhone.
So it wasn't a tape.
Yeah, I listened to an audiobook, Link.
Bingo.
I listened to an audiobook, and which
one, right?
I feel like it could be
another listening assignment.
I was listening to Robert McKee's story. It's highly recommended. I definitely. It doesn't have to be your listening assignment. You've already got a listening assignment.
George Jones
is I don't need your rocking chair. But I felt a little self-conscious about listening to it because I thought it was kind of like a prima donna kind of move. Like instead of having a conversation here, I want to listen to like no eye contact, and I want to listen to my book on tape, audiobook. But I still carried on some conversation. But the most interesting things happened to me not while I was being painted, or not even while I was being a merman in front of children. It happened when I got home, and I had to demermanize myself. And
because you didn't shower at the.
No,
we walked out with the stuffed animal.
We wanted to beat traffic and get back from Long Beach, and so I was still pretty covered. I just put a shirt over it, but my arms were complete. Everything that you saw painted was still painted, and actually it went down a little bit lower than the, really got into the underbelly.
Oh wow!
And eventually stopped though. And but I
didn't paint your sea urchin.
I get home. Oh my gosh, it's not a sea urchin. And I get home, and I shower, and first there's 2 things. The first thing is I get home, and my wife and children are at home yet. So I've got to get the green paint out of the middle of my back. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, if Jessie was home, I would tell her to come in here and get this off my back because I can't, there's a quadrant on your back that you can't reach.
So what'd you do, ask a neighbor?
I washed and washed and washed, and I started, because you can't see it either, I convinced myself, you know what? I think I've reached all of the green. I'm pretty sure that I've gotten all of the green.
Uh-huh.
And then
let me guess.
I get out of the shower, and before I notice that, no, I haven't reached all the green on my back, I noticed that I've washed everything. My ears are still completely green. Like, I completely ignored my ears.
That's it. That's a good data point there. Like, your ears have probably not been washed for centuries, years.
I don't do you wash the inside of your ears with soap?
Yeah. Of course I do. I have OCPD.
Wash the inside of your ears?
I have Christy has a special facial scrub brush that I co-opted as my own. I wash my face with a facial scrub brush, and I'm proud of that. And I also scrub my ears with it.
I clean my ears
inside the ear.
I clean my ears after the shower with a Q-tip, and I go around the top and everything.
Ream it?
Yeah, I ream my ears. But I got out, and like the outside of my ears, like behind my ears, I really got behind my ears because I was really thinking about it.
Your actual ear was just leprechaun green.
And then I kind of I let the water hit it, but I just getting soap and pushing makeup all around it. I just didn't. So both of my ears like green satellite dishes.
That's great.
And then I turn around and I see, no, there is a perfect trapezoid that I have missed on my back.
A trapezoid?
And turns out the area that you cannot reach on your back is a trapezoidal shape.
There's an invention in that.
But what I ended up doing,
I don't know what it would be though.
What I ended up doing, because she still wasn't home, is I took a towel, and Jessie has these Turkish towel things that are a little thinner.
I have no clue what that would be.
It's just a thinner towel.
Okay.
And I took a loofah and I ran the towel through the loop in the loofah and created a towel with a loofah on it. And I'm sitting there trying to get the loofah to go over the green. And
that's the invention I was talking about. You did invent it.
I eventually got it, man. I eventually got that trapezoid.
A tufa.
Tufa. Why is it called a tufa?
It's a towel and a loofah. And it's 2 for 1.
But all it had to be was a back scrubber.
But you didn't have that.
Which they have those in the olden days. They had a back scrubber because they knew that you had to wash that back.
You know what else they had in the olden days?
Why don't we have that anymore? I want a back scrubber in my bathroom.
My granddad, Papa Clyde, who's no longer with us, Flats to Flat Tops. He had a
Flash the Flat Tops?
Flattest of flat tops. Oh. He always had he'd go to the barber every 4 days to get that flat top.
He had a great flat top.
He had a back scrubber, and along with that, soap on a rope. I haven't revisited this memory in forever, but you made me think about it. Like soap on a rope is a thing that used to be.
And what was the?
They don't even make it anymore.
Was it? No, they do. You can get soap on a rope right now.
Why do you want it?
What do you do with it? Tie it around your...
I think you'd hang it on something as opposed to it sitting.
Here it is, man.
It would dry out.
All kinds of soap on a rope.
Soap on a rope.
Soap dash on dash a dash
loofah rope. On a towel, soap on a rope.
That's the name of my Wi-Fi network at home.
Soap on a rope?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No.
What's the password?
What's that smell?
What's that smell?
Yeah.
Hold on. You just gave out your password and your Wi-Fi network.
What's your address?
Spoiler alert, not my password for anything else.
I know, but now anyone can get on your Wi-Fi.
That's true.
Because there's going to be somebody in that area of town who's going to be like, soap on a rope, soap on a rope. I'm going to go around until I find it.
Your house.
And then they're going to find your house.
Stevie's house is the one.
You're actually creeping me out.
You can't disclose information on this show. I thought you knew that. So really, it's called soap on a rope?
Yeah, I don't remember
why is that?
Soap on a rope, but I remember it's called the password's What's That Smell because we had an apartment that had in a certain part of town that I'm no longer gonna say that had
a smell.
At nighttime it was next to LA River, and so it had like a sewage smell, and so we called it What's That Smell? What?
So are you connecting soap on a rope with the smell?
No.
And why soap on a rope? Did your granddad have soap on a rope?
No.
Because it's just a funny saying.
Soap on a rope.
I mean, we got baseball soap on a rope. We got a butterfly soap on a rope. Crystal skull soap on a rope. Daisy soap on a rope. Oh, I bet there are.
Wow, guys. So, so you got it with the towel on a loofah? Loofah on a towel.
I did, but I wish I had soap on a rope. I wish I had a back. I'm going to get a back scrubber.
You have one here. You can take it home.
Well, because the thing that I realize is that.
You know that.
Really?
Yeah.
But we need it for
in the shower here.
Because we're more likely to have something to get it scrubbed. But the thing that I realized is that was just, the green paint all over me was just evidence of where I haven't washed.
That's what I'm talking about, your ears.
But everywhere that the green was is a place that I don't typically wash. But I do separately wash the ears.
The inside of the ears?
I wash the outside of the ears too. And the inside I wash outside of the shower. But the trapezoid on my back, I got to get with a soap on a rope.
Get with the soap on the rope.
What's that smell?